Welcome fans of Fate Grand Order. I am Avon, you are watching FGO Tips, and today we are talking about another rerun event featuring our favorite Golden Oni Slayer. Say goodbye to Kyoto and Rashomon because it's time for Onigashima. We've still got more demon raids to take care of, so let's get right to it. This revival of Onigashima is set to run from Thursday, June 6th until Thursday, June 20th. As long as you have completed Fuyuki, you can join in, and if you've cleared Solomon already, you can even try your hand at a special challenge quest that was added just for the rerun. As for the rest of the event, there are 4 cycles of the same basic structure. Each cycle begins with main quests, which will cost AP like usual, before transitioning into raid battles, which will cost BP instead. Just like last time, the BP regenerates once every 60 minutes, and maxes out at 8. Apples don't help with BP, but we will see Courage Dumplings, which restore 2 BP, and Golden Dumplings, which restore 8 BP. You can restore BP to full with Saint Quartz also, but you really shouldn't. We have better things to spend our quartz on, and more on that later. But first, let's talk about these raids. Just like other raiding events, bosses will have 1 health bar for the fight, and another global health bar that we all reduce collectively. Each battle is limited to 15 turns, so try to do as much damage as you can before time runs out. If you win, you'll receive damage points based on the health bar you emptied. Even if you lose the fight or run out of time, you'll still receive some damage points as well. Just make sure not to retreat before the fight is over because you'll get nothing for that. Damage points will grant you certain awards when you reach a high enough total, so collect as many as you can. The final goal is a crystallized lore at 200 million damage points, but unlike in Rashomon, you'll actually continue to earn QP even after that. At least until you reach a max of 300 million damage points. This time, instead of bullying Ibaraki over and over, we'll have a different boss with each round of raiding. Each comes with their own resistance, starting with a 50% resistance to quick cards. The next boss features a 50% resistance to arts cards, and then finally we have to face off against a 50% resistance to buster cards. To cancel this out, the event will give us Swift Dog Beans, Wise Monkey Beans, and Tough Pheasant Beans, which double the effect of quick, arts, or buster cards for a single fight. There's even a surprise 4th boss, which isn't really a surprise if you made it through the event the first time. But just in case, spoiler warning, avert your eyes now. Okay, spoilers over. As you battle through these raids, expect to see a familiar 3-tiered currency system. At the lowest level is the Dragon Palace Coral. The mid-tier item is a roll of brocade, and at the top is the Oni's Wicker Basket. There is a lot to buy in the event shop, so let's focus on the unique stuff for this event. Yes, you can find dog, monkey, and pheasant beans here, but you probably won't be needing them. The event gives out a lot already, and if you set up your party right, you can probably get away with saving your currency for better stuff. Like 4 copies of the Golden Sumo Boulder Tournament Craft Essence. Believe me, you don't want to miss out on this one. It's going to boost the attack of a single servant by 100% during the event, or 200% after maximum limit breakthrough. Outside of the event, it's still going to provide a 15% attack boost, and you get to start out with a 50% NP gauge. It's one of those sort of rare event CEs you're going to find yourself continuing to use after the event is over. Damage points are going to award the 5th copy of Golden Sumo, as well as 6 copies of the other event CE Hot Spring Under the Moon, which will boost the attack of all servants by 50% during the event, or 100% after breakthrough. Unlike the first time we saw this event, damage points are going to award 4 copies of Meteor Fu and Corona Fu. Hopefully your servants are just getting stronger and stronger at this point. As long as you manage to clear the entire event, you'll earn a Grail if this is your first time, or a Crystallized Lore if it's a repeat for you. You also earn an even better reward though, a permanent copy of the 4-star Rider Kintoki. If he is not already part of your collection, you had better not miss this final chance to snag him. His single target NP is fantastic. It's quick based and provides a quick buff to himself before dealing damage. Combined with his first skill, another quick card buff, he is a crazy beast against caster enemies. The other 4 copies of Kintoki Rider come from the event shop, and all 4 of his Ascension materials come from earning damage points. As long as you can make it to 100 million, you should be good to go. If you're worried about being strong enough though, consider building teams around the following Japanese servants. Raiko and Rider Kintoki will each gain a 100% attack buff during the event. Berserker Kintoki, Shuten, Ibaraki, Kiyohime, Ushi Wakamaru, and Fuma will each receive an 80% attack buff. Everyone else here is also going to provide a 60% attack buff, which is still pretty useful. Along with the event, we're going to see the return of the Onigashima Summoning Banner. 5-star Dumplings Over Flowers will boost drops for Oni's Wicker Baskets. 4-star Faithful Companions will boost drops for Rolls of Brocade. And 3-star Hidden Sword Pheasant Reversal will boost drops for Dragon Palace Coral. Even better than the CEs though are the servants on this banner. We start with 2 limited servants and both are 5-star berserkers. The first is Kintoki, a very solid single target zerker that does great damage tackling single tough enemies like raid bosses. Even better is the second zerker. 5-star Minamoto no Raiko has an incredible AoE buster Noble Phantasm, Mana Burst skill, and another skill which deals up to 50% bonus damage against demons, like the raid bosses we'll be seeing in this event. Outside of the event, Raiko is pretty good in tough fights, but really shines when it comes to farming. She is the servant I borrow more than any other from my support list, and someone I consider worth rolling on. In fact, I did roll on her last year. Results were, mixed. Anyway, let's not forget one more very solid 5-star servant on this list. Caster Tamamo is the anchor for all of the best arts teams, which might come in handy if you want to fight against the raid bosses with 50% quick or buster resistance. She was my very first New Year's GSSR, back when it was a Thanksgiving GSSR, and has had a regular place in my rotation ever since then. If you do decide to roll, make sure you check the dates to see who is on raid up for each day. Your odds are better if you pick a day when the servant you want is the only 5-star on rate up. In addition to these 3, we're also going to see rate up for Suzuka, Emiya, Emiya Alter, Emiya Assassin, Towara, and Fuma. For me, this could mean a chance to pick up 2 of the 4-star servants I'm missing as well. This could be either a really awesome or a really disappointing banner for me. Just can't wait to see which. As for everyone else, good luck if you decide to spend some quartz or tickets for yourself. Let me know in the comments if you have questions about the raid battles or team comps, and as always, thanks for watching.